Hey, good morning. All right, this isn't a Bible verse, but he did have me go over one yesterday, but this is on a different subject because it really affects me, and I'm sure it affects a whole lot of people. Does anyone have the right, anyone, any company, any business have the right to force someone to wear something that restricts their breathing? The answer, surprisingly enough, goes against what you're being told. The answer is no. They do not have that authority. They do not have that right. They do not have that legal right to do so. Look, there's a whole lot of people in this world that have a whole lot of different ailments, respiratory ailments, high blood pressure, diabetes, sinusitis, all kinds of issues, right? So, under federal and state OSHA regulations that look out to protect the people, workers, Occupational Safety and Health Act is what it is. The Occupational Safety and Health Act. Both federal and state, and I'm sure it's in every state. If someone wants you to wear any type of device that restricts your breathing whatsoever, number one, if they try to force you to do it, by law, they have to have a licensed practicing pulmonologist give you a medical exam. That's someone who specializes in the respiratory field, right? And heart and pulmonary field. They have to give you a full medical exam to deem that you are healthy enough to be able to wear anything that restricts your breathing. Anything. People have asthma, all kinds of problems. Look, they can't do it by law. They cannot. And the studies, the evidence, the empirical data, decades and decades of research and studies and medical articles and journals that have been written by Cambridge, by Stanford, by Johns Hopkins, you can just go on forever. You could research this forever online and just print out article after article after article on it, study after study. Okay, it could adversely affect your health after just 3 minutes of anything that restricts your breathing, your oxygen intake. Okay, your blood needs it. Your white blood cells, which fight viruses and disease in your system, right? Replenish themselves through the oxygenation of your blood. That's how they work and stay healthy, through your blood flow. You know, that you need oxygen to your brain, to your heart, to everything, every part of your body, all your main organs, all your organs depend upon it. So the longer your breathing is restricted in any way, shape, or form, after just 3 minutes, it starts to adversely affect you. That's the truth. The information is out there. That is the truth. So if someone's going to try to force you to wear something that restricts your breathing, number one, they have to provide at their own expense a medical examination by a licensed professional in that field. A pulmonologist would be a licensed professional in that field. Okay. And number two, and if they do say, okay, you're physically fit, you personally are physically fit to wear it, they can only force you to wear it for 10 minutes at a time. 10 minutes on, an hour off. 10 minutes on, an hour without it. By law, but federal and state. And I live in Michigan. Okay, so understand this, people. Don't just blindly go along. The same people, your labor departments, your safety departments, your health and safety departments, okay, they're supposed to know this. They're supposed to know this. So their ignorance is just astounding that they're not pushing back in any way, shape, or form. This can cause people to literally die on the job. I mean, there's all kinds of jobs. Iron workers walk 4-inch beams 10, 20, 30 stories up. You know, I work on top of machines and inside machines over top of pits and conveyors that have razor sharp scrap steel. I mean, there's all kinds of things. And I work with an elderly gentleman who's had some heart issues, right? And you're going to make that man wear a mask for 8 hours a day, only take it off to eat or drink, when he's already had heart issues before? And sometimes we're working on top of a machine where it's over 100 degrees. Come on. You cannot do it. You cannot force someone to jeopardize their health and safety and well-being. You cannot do it. It's illegal. You're opening yourself up to a huge lawsuit, a class action lawsuit, is what you're doing. Let just one person get hurt because of this. Just one. And I've already heard stories from multiple people. It's affected me personally already. The symptoms, there's so many symptoms. Restlessness, sleeplessness, reddening of your nail beds and your ears and your extremities, your face gets flushed, you get itchy, you get irritable. There's just a whole lot of things. You have issues with your cognitive abilities, the functioning of your body even. I mean, and after just 3 minutes, that's documented. That's in multiple studies. They all concur. Okay, so for them to try to do this, they've woken a sleeping giant. Their ignorance, I mean, is it? I don't understand. The people at your place of business or at other places you may visit that say you have to wear a mask, those people are so ignorant and uninformed. It's unreal. Which unfortunately seems to be the majority of the population for some reason. It's crazy. You can't force someone to do something that could jeopardize their own health and safety. You cannot do it legally. If it goes to court, you will lose. There's just decades and decades of studies and information on it. You can't legally do it. Bottom line is, if you try to, you have to provide a licensed practicing professional in that field to examine each and every person to make sure they're fit enough to wear something that'll restrict their breathing. And number two, if you do mandate that they have to wear it when they're in your place of business, they only have to wear it for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And then an hour off. 10 minutes on and an hour off. That's clear under my OSHA, the Michigan Occupational Safety and Health Act. Okay. And I'm sure it's under the federal. I just didn't look that up, but I'm sure it's there. There's no doubt. No doubt about it. So be aware, okay? By doing so, you're jeopardizing your own health. If we all stand up together and fight this together, because it's ridiculous. We all know this is a farce. The CDC's own numbers, so far, less people have succumbed to this disease than last year's flu and the flu before and before. This is. I don't want to get into this part, but it's a takeover is what it is, of multiple sorts. But it's a takeover, and they're counting on the people's ignorance. That's what they're counting on, to follow like sheep being led to the slaughter. Because this has the potential to kill you, cause adverse physical reactions in your body, which could kill you or injure you or maim you. I mean, I work around machinery inside and out and on top of, and to deprive me of oxygen enriched air, which is only almost 21 parts per million in the air, normal air, ambient around you. And when you're wearing a mask, anything, even a tissue, can cut your oxygen intake up to 5 to 20%. Okay, they don't know. They don't know. They don't have the research. They don't have the evidence to back up them mandating you to. There's not enough. There's no studies out there to. They can't do it. It's detrimental to your health. Bottom line, it's detrimental to your health. So let's wake up and make a stand. If we all do it, they can't stop us all. And there's more of us than them. There's more of us than them right now. It don't seem like it from the media, but the media is owned by a small handful of people. Understand this. They're pushing an agenda. So let's stand up together. Let's fight this. Spread this video. Legally, they cannot do it. They do not have that right. And any place that you walk into, place of business that says you have to wear a mask, you can inform them of their ignorance, basically. The Occupational Safety and Health Act that protects people, right? They don't know if you have asthma or if you've just had a stroke or a heart attack or any type of pulmonary, cardiopulmonary disease. They don't know. they're willing to ignorantly jeopardize your health and well-being, you have to have a mask to come in here. That's ignorant. It's ignorant. Now, you don't have to visit that place, give them your business, and they may have the right to make you leave, but which would open them up to a lawsuit as well, if you want to go that far. But any business that does that, you should not give them your business, because they're operating off ignorance. They're operating off of complete ignorance, jeopardizing each individual's own health. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I've had enough. So at my work, I'm going to inform as many people as possible, because they've told all of us that if we don't wear this all day long, 8 hours, except to eat or drink, you can be fired. And that's they can't do it. They can't force you to jeopardize your own health. They can't do it. It's illegal. It's illegal. Literally, it is. It's illegal. So there's that. I just want you to be aware. Spread this video. Let everybody aware. We gotta reject this ideology that's trying to take over the world, basically, but especially this country. Because without this country, which stands for freedom and individual rights given by God himself, they can't do it. They have to topple this country. So understand that. God bless you. Love and respect everybody. Have a great morning. Bye.